Welcome to the most beautiful lakes in the world. From crystal clear waters to majestic mountain views, this video will take you on a journey to some of the most stunning lakes on the planet. Whether you're looking to escape the hustle of everyday life or just take in some amazing scenery, we've got you covered.
Those pretty eyes in your head, you know it. You got me dancing in my bed, so let me show it.
Lake Kawaguchi is located in the town of Kawaguchi in southern Yamanashi Prefecture, near Mount Fuji, Japan. It is the second largest of the Fuji 5 lakes in terms of surface area, and is located at the lowest elevation.
I'm feeling like this might be my time to shine with you, with you, with you. I got my head out the sunroof, I'm blasting our favorite tunes. I only got one thing on my mind.
Lake Kawaguchi is the most easily accessible of the Fuji 5 lakes, with train and direct bus connections to Tokyo. A hot spring resort town with various tourist attractions and views of Mount Fuji is located around the lake's eastern end, while the northern and western shores are mostly undeveloped.
Those pretty eyes in your head, you know it.
Kawaguchi is very good for visiting. A place of exceptional natural beauty, this area of the Fuji 5 lakes is easily reached from Tokyo by bus or train, making it ideal for a day trip or even a few nights. Lake Tahoe is a large freshwater lake in the Sierra Nevada mountains, straddling the border of California and Nevada. It's known for its beaches and ski resorts. On the southwest shore, Emerald Bay State Park contains the 1929 Nordic-style mansion Vikingskjolm. Along the lake's northeast side, Lake Tahoe Nevada State Park includes Sand Harbor Beach and Spooner Lake, a gateway to the long-distance Tahoe Rim Trail. Lake Tahoe is a major tourist attraction in both Nevada and California. It is home to winter sports, summer outdoor recreation, and scenery enjoyed throughout the year. Snow and ski resorts are a significant part of the area's economy and reputation. Laguna Colorada is a shallow salt lake in the southwest of the Altiplano of Bolivia, within Eduardo Avaroa Indian Fauna National Reserve and close to the border with Chile. Laguna Colorada is the center of a wildlife reserve, and it was listed in 1990 as a Ramsar wetland of international importance. The lake is home to vast numbers of flamingos. Curiously, the flamingos are naturally white. They look pink because the red algae stains their feathers. The magical red-colored water of Laguna Colorado is the result of red sediments found in the lake. The pigmentation in some of the microorganisms in the water, paired with the red algae, give it its blood-like appearance, which encourages people to travel from all over the world to see it for themselves. Lake Picola, situated in Udaipur city in the Indian state of Rajasthan, is an artificial freshwater lake, created in the year 1362, named after the nearby Picola village. It is one of the several contiguous lakes, and developed over the last few centuries in and around the famous Udaipur city.
I got my head out the sunroof, I'm blasting our favorite tunes. I only got one thing on my mind. You got me stuck on the thought of you.
One of the oldest and the biggest lakes in Udaipur, Picola Lake is world famous for its picturesque beauty and scenic surrounding. Rudyard Kipling mentioned this lake in his Letters of Mark 1899. If the Venetian owned the Picola Lake, he might say with justice, "See it and die."
Kinda cool and kinda not. Wanna give myself to you. Yeah, we're driving down the freeway at night. I only got one thing in the back of my mind.
Inle Lake is in the Shan Hills of Myanmar. At its southwestern edge, Phong Da Phaya is a tiered pagoda with gilded Buddha statues. in the hills near the market town of Indian. The stupas of Shui Indian Pagoda resemble a field of gold spires. The ruined stupas at nearby Nyongohak have been reclaimed by forest. Maing Thok village is split between land and water, with a wooden bridge connecting the Tahas.
I'm blasting our favorite tunes. I only got one thing on my mind. You got me stuck on the thought.
Inle Lake is famous for the unique way of life of the local tribes, for their villages on stilts, floating gardens, fresh produce markets, and well-preserved traditions. In many places, the authentic life on the lake shines through. The Inle Lake area is also renowned for its weaving industry. The shan bags, used daily by many Burmese as a tote bag, are produced in large quantities here. Inle Lake is a beautiful area, where an 11-mile-long lake is framed by soft green mountains. Spending time there is a great way to cool off and chill out after touring through Bagan. Lake Baikal is an ancient, massive lake in the mountainous Russian region of Siberia, north of the Mongolian border. Considered the deepest lake in the world, it's circled by a network of hiking paths called the Great Baikal Trail. The village of Lisvyanka, on its western shoreline, is a popular starting point for summertime wildlife spotting tours, plus wintertime ice skating and dog sledding. So large that it is often mistaken for a sea, Russia's Lake Baikal is the deepest and oldest lake in the world, and the largest freshwater lake by volume. Famous for its crystal clear waters and unique wildlife, the lake is under threat by pollution, poaching, and development. As one of the world's most mystifying creations, Lake Baikal is an essential part of any Russia travel and a highlight of Trans-Siberian tours, which gain popularity among travelers from all over the world. Lake Titicaca, straddling the border between Peru and Bolivia in the Andes Mountains, is one of South America's largest lakes and the world's highest navigable body of water. Said to be the birthplace of the Incas, it's home to numerous ruins. Its waters are famously still and brightly reflective. The top tourist attraction at Lake Titicaca is a visit to the infamous man-made floating islands. The Euros people make their homes out of these reeds, and a visit to the islands will give you a glimpse of their daily life and the impressive structures that have built.
Yeah, we're driving down the freeway at night. I only got one thing in the back of my mind.
Lake Titicaca is the largest freshwater lake in South America and the highest of the world's large lakes. Titicaca is one of less than 20 ancient lakes on Earth, and is thought to be their million years old. Lake Pehoe is a surface water body located in Torres del Paine National Park, in the Magallanes region of southern Chile. The lake is fed mainly by Paine River through the Nordenskjold Lake, but it also receives the waters of the outlet of Scottsburg Lake. Torres del Paine National Park is best known as a hiker's paradise. Its most famous hike involves a demanding 31-mile walk up and down the park's valleys to see its most famous sights. The route takes the shape of a W, hence the name W Trek. Due to its popularity, its hiking trails are most crowded. Additionally, it's the windiest time of the year. Spring and fall are some of the best times to visit Torres del Paine. It reveals its true colors through springtime blossoms and fall foliage. Crater Lake is a volcanic crater lake in south-central Oregon in the western United States. It is the main feature of Crater Lake National Park and is famous for its deep blue color and water clarity. Crater Lake is the deepest lake in the United States and one of the deepest in the world. The depths were first explored in 1886 by a group from the U.S. Geological Survey. Lake is famous for its beautiful blue color. The lake's water comes directly from snow or rain. There are no inlets from other water sources. The overall best time to visit Crater Lake is during the area's summer months. More facilities are open and more activities are available, like boat and trolley tours. The elevation of this national park causes it to have to seasons rather than the four most folks are used to. Lake Como, in northern Italy's Lombardy region, is an upscale resort area known for its dramatic scenery, set against the foothills of the Alps. The lake is shaped like an upside-down Y, with 3 slender branches that meet at the resort town of Bellagio. In the old days, the lake was called Lario, which means deep place. Lake Como is the deepest in Italy, which explains its ancient name. Lake Como's depth is about 410 meters 3 for 5 feet, and it's the most profound lake in Italy and one of the deepest in Europe.
I'm feeling like this might be my time to shine with you, with you, with you. I got my head out the sunroof, I'm blasting our favorite tunes. I only got one thing on my mind.
Lake Como is one of the most beautiful lakes in northern Italy. The views are not only confined to the lake, the surroundings are just as stunning. The mountains, sunsets, villas, and small towns provide a perfect escape from Milan or any other big city. It is absolutely worth visiting.
You're more than a sunshine in my eyes. You got those pretty eyes in your head, you know it. You got me dancing in my
Wakatipu is an inland lake in the South Island of New Zealand. It is in the southwest corner of the Otago region, near its boundary with Southland. Lake Wakatipu comes from the original Maori name Wakatipu y Maori. The very special thing is to know about Lake Wakatipu is that it is New Zealand's longest lake at over 80 kilometers long. It is also New Zealand's third largest lake at 291 square kilometers. Lake Wakatipu is also so deep that it actually dips below sea level. This popular short, undulating walk through grassland is surrounded by mountains and goes right round the lake. A short boardwalk at the southern end protects a wetland. Moraine Lake is a glacially fed lake in Banff National Park, 14 kilometers outside the hamlet of Lake Louise, Alberta, Canada. It is situated in the Valley of the Ten Peaks, at an elevation of approximately 1,884 meters. The lake has a surface area of 50 hectares.
kinda cool and kinda not. Wanna give myself to you. Yeah, we're driving down the freeway at night. I only got one thing in the back of my mind. I'm feeling like this might be.
There is no image more iconic of the Canadian Rockies, or Canada for that matter, than Moraine Lake. The Alpine Lake is a wild turquoise blue fed by glacier melt and set with a backdrop of the Ten Peaks. This pristine piece of wilderness draws in millions of visitors a year and once graced Canada's $20 bill.